Birdemic Shock and Terror is one of the funniest movies I've seen in a very long time. One could easily compare Birdemic to The Room. Although the attempted genres were different, the resulting ones are the same.
Birdemic Shock and Terror is supposed to be a very serious romantic thriller.
Romantic thriller?
Yes.
So bad that it's good. Because of the director's hard work and perhaps his inability to see his own work objectively, Birdemic has achieved a cult status.
Director James Nguyen, a 42-year-old Vietnamese refugee, wrote, cast, and shot the film over the course of 4 years, using the salary from his day job as a mid-level software salesman in Silicon Valley. When rejected for an official screening slot in the 2009 Sundance Film Festival, Nguyen spent 8 days driving up and down Park City's main street in a van covered with fake birds, frozen blood, and Birdemic posters, while loudspeakers blared the sounds of eagle attacks and human screams. This tactic caught the attention of festival organizers, filmgoers, as well as executives for Severin Films.
The hilarious acting, editing, and directing are enough to sell this movie to me on Blu-ray, but the visual effects are the icing on the cake.
Tell me the story of the special effects for Birdemic Shock and Terror.
Yes. Birdemic Shock and Terror was produced for less than $10,000. I mean, from a distance, I think those eagles and vultures look pretty shocking and terrifying.
Yeah.
And as they come a little closer, maybe more shocking and terrifying. And shocking and terrifying. Just like a $100 million picture. Hollywood style.
You think this looks like a $100 million picture?
Well, I think from a distance, from a distance, okay?
From like back here, or out the room, or...
It's like they're being attacked by a Windows 98 screensaver. By the way, if at any point you think this review is poorly edited with the sound dropping out every 5 seconds, that's not me, that's Birdemic. The movie opens up with some very foreboding music that anyone can tell is just a 30-second loop from a free play music program. Despite how excruciatingly slow the lead actor's driving the car, the camera still misses it anyway. Ugh. Look at Rod. Look at the mirror. Now back at Rod. Look back at the mirror. Look back at Rod again. Make up your mind. The great thing about Birdemic is that it's so funny you can even laugh at the credits. Mona Lisa Moon? Really? The main character driving takes up a very large portion of the movie, because the director thinks it's absolutely necessary to show how he gets from one place to another. And if you think his driving's awkward, just look at that walk. What?
People don't walk like that. What? Two. No, just walk like yourself.
Watch this.
I gotta go.
Watch.
This has to be the most casual person in the world. He's got nothing but time. I don't even know what he's doing here. Why is he driving there? He's just getting food? He drove a long way for food. Anyway, it's at this point where the first dialogue comes in and you realize exactly how awesome this movie is going to be.
Hi.
Here is the menu.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with you.
Fucking awesome.
So then he's reading the menu and he's a little distracted because that girl's eating some food and he's like, oh, that's hot. She leaves with basically a full plate and he leaves looking like he only ordered orange juice, coffee, and water. Casual walk.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Did you go to San Mateo High School?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
I went there too. So are you from here?
What kind of question is that after you already figured out what high school she went to?
I remember you now. You were my English class.
This guy is fucking creeping it up.
What do you do?
I'm a fashion model.
And a beautiful one too.
And then he looks at her and just watches her leave. Nope, he's got more.
Natalie! I was wondering if we can keep in contact.
Sure, here's my card.
Here's mine.
It's supposed to be a very serious romantic thriller.
Romantic thriller?
Yes.
So he goes home for more coffee and eats a donut while watching the news. And they start talking about the declining population of polar bears. And this is where you start to realize that the movie has an environmentally conscious overtone. Oh, I get it. That's why he was driving everywhere. You get it? Because cars aren't good for the environment? Anyway, this is not what a news channel looks like. They're using a flat screen tube TV instead of a picture-in-picture edit. That angle is just ugly. And this girl's tone just seems so unimpressed.
Due to the difficulty of finding enough food, such as seals.
Why do you need to show him turn off the TV? Is that important? Why do you need to show him walking out of his house? Why do you need to show him oh, you're missing the car. You're missing it. When you point and shoot, it's at the object you're trying to film. Why do you need to show the gas for oh my god, there's so much of him driving in this movie. God damn this music. You got it. You got it. You fucked it! How the fuck did you do that? Yeah, get out of your car. Lock your car. No hurry. It's not like there's an audience, you know, waiting for you to do something. It's really casual. Yeah, don't walk any faster. Yeah, just keep walking like that.
Woohoo!
Hey, what's with all the noise?
Caught the big fish.
Yeah? How big was the sale?
$1 million.
Awesome, man.
Biggest sale of my career.
His directing is a little bit off or different, you know, than most directors. But I mean, you know, that's how directors are, you know.
So we see Natalie doing her modeling and, you know, she looks so enthused. She then gets a phone call which moves her career from 1 hour photo to Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret wants you to become their cover girl model.
You're kidding.
No, it's the real deal. Congratulations again. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. All right. No. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you again. All right. Okay, bye, Christine. Thanks.
So since this is such a romantic thriller, the characters phone each other and start talking about their day. In James Wynn's mind, the characters are hitting it off. But if I was having this conversation, I'd take it as a good sign that my relationship was going down the shitter.
I closed a big job offer today with Victoria's Secret.
Wow, congratulations. I think you'll look great in those lingerie.
Thanks.
So, how about dinner to celebrate your success?
Sounds delicious. I'll see you then.
Make sure to show them closing their phones. It's very important.
Yes.
So Rod and his best friend play some basketball, and just to emphasize the whole environment thing, this line comes in.
What's with this weather? A heat wave in winter?
I don't know.
Then they have a little heart-to-heart.
Yeah, we're going out this weekend.
Hope you score with it, man.
Is that all you ever think about is sex?
Fuck, he's watching the TV and eating again, and then they start talking about forest fires, and then they start talking about environmentally friendly drag racing, and fuck, look at that watermark. And then some dude comes over and talks about solar panels.
Wow, $20,000 for a 3 kilowatt solar panel?
Yeah, show exactly where the solar panel's gonna go. That's essential information right there.
Is there any way we can lower the price?
For you, sir, I'll knock off $1,000.
You just met him. So here they are on their date. Oh, nice hug. Look at that chemistry. They have this really cliche oriental music playing in the background. And once again, there are several points where you can clearly hear the song end, but they just copy and paste it anyway, and then you can clearly hear the song start again, and it doesn't even fucking matter. Oh look, it's James Wynn. James, I don't want to be mean. I love you. But watching these two on a date makes me wonder if you've ever had a girlfriend.
Work at a startup company called NCT Software. Got this stock option. Hopefully, if the company makes it big by being bought out or goes public, I'll exercise that stock option, cash out, and walk away with tons of cash. My Silicon Valley dream.
It's like they're in an interview for a job. Natalie talks about her modeling and how her mother isn't very supportive.
She wants me to be a real estate agent.
Then she talks about Alex and how cute he is, and he's like, who the fuck is Alex? And it turns out to be a cat. Ha ha ha.
So you're a cat lover?
Yes. If I could afford it, I'd have at least 10 of them.
This music's pretty cool. Hey, some birds. I feel like I'm in a video game. A really old video game. Are they gonna do anything? It's like 20 minutes through the movie. Nope, they're just being birds. So now it's the end of their date.
Good night. See you next week.
Can't I come in?
Not on the first date. I'm not that kind of girl.
Is that so wrong? What if he was legitimately asking to come inside? Her vagina! Oh! So then we're introduced to Natalie's mom for no reason.
What's that smile all about?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mom.
The only purpose this scene serves is to recap everything that's already happened in the movie, and to explain why Rod gets invited over for dinner later in the movie. So really, it's just fucking pointless. We already know you have a mom, we already know you have a boyfriend, and we already know that you're modeling for Victoria's Secret. And of course, they're talking to each other like they're communicating through YouTube vlogs.
Actually, I gotta get going. I just wanted to drop by to say hi to you and to tell you all about my new gig.
Well, does the gig pay well?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's my girl!
The next scene opens up with a very obvious ripoff of John Lennon's Imagine. I'm gonna sing the melody just to prove my point. Why is she wearing a swimsuit? Maybe should shave. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, I noticed the poster in the background and went to the website expecting it to be about global warming, but it was just a Yoko Ono fan page. I don't get it. Natalie phones Mona Lisa Moon to arrange a double date, and there's something really creepy about the way she talks.
Hello? Hey, Mike. Yeah? It's Natalie. Oh, hi. What are you doing? That doesn't sound like I'm doing. Rick is here in bed with me.
What sound was there even? It sure is quite the coincidence that Natalie's friend and Rod's friend are fucking. They then resume their bathing suit sex. Next scene! So Rod's company gets sold and everybody starts clapping, but whoever edited it decided to make each cut after the clapping had slowed down.
Congratulations.
So I guess the meeting's adjourned.
That was like the best meeting ever.